Today we are buying the New Living Translation NLT Illustrated Study Bible, and here we are at Mana Bookshop for Christians, and here is the shelf with all the displayed Bibles they've got. 20% off last day today. So we saw this MacArthur Bible. So he's a great preacher, and he's got his own Bible with all his notes available. I really like the font and the presentation. It's big and rounded, and the paper is smooth. He's got his tables and graphics in there too. Here is a ESV personal Bible. I just thought the cover is quite nice. And here is the ESV study Bible. I found the font to be a bit small, and the notes are really tiny for me. Even though the font are the same as NLT, I do find the NLT font a lot bigger for some reason. Here's the NLT Illustrated Bible. Here's the black imitation leather edition. The silver at the top of the pages are really nice, but my wife thinks it's too dull. And here's the hardcover. I quite like it too. It's a lot cheaper. It's 70 New Zealand dollars on Amazon on discount right now, for those looking for a cheaper option. And as you can see, the font is the same as the ESV Study Bible, but it just looks bigger. I think it's the style they chose. And the notes are readable too. I couldn't tell which one was which, the notes and the actual Bible verses. And here is the NLT brown leather edition. Here is the box. We're gonna unbox in a moment. So here is the side and the back, and here is the actual Bible. You could write your name at the front, and it's quite colorful. I do find the paper for the hardcover was better. It doesn't have rounded edges, and it's glossier and feels more new. And here is the leather edition. The paper is more like your normal Bible paper, rougher, and yeah. So it's got nice maps in here and the timeline. It's really colorful. Back to the paper. You know how when you drop your book in your bath and then you take it out and dry it? It's kind of like that, but it's not as bad. But yeah, if you prefer glossy types, the hardcover one is better. I bought this one because the lady at the counter said that it's more durable, which I think is quite a good point. As you can see, I basically got the book pretty flat straight away too, and it feels more like holding a Bible, whereas the other one, it feels like you're holding a textbook, which is fine as well. You could just cross your leg and it feels pretty flat, just depending on your budget and what you like. So lots of again, there's the calendar. It's really visualized and easy to understand. And here's the tabernacle, and it's got a lot of information, and if you're a visual learner, this is great. And it has like authorship and dating a lot of information and probably sometimes more notes than the actual verses in many pages. And you've got the timeline at the bottom. It's really useful. I'm learning about the atonement theology, and Leviticus is quite an important one. And it's pretty much impossible to read if you're a beginner. So a study Bible is really useful, so you know the context and what's happening really, what sacrificing is about, and why are they killing goat? Why are they letting go and giving it to some other deities as Azazel? So here we've got more information. And it's so new that a lot of the pages I had to skip because I couldn't open it with one hand. I might rip it. So yeah, you have to be careful, but it feels like a new toy you're unpacking. So I don't want to rip it, so I'll be back in a minute. Here we go. See how sticky it is when you have all the pictures? Kids will like it. And you've got some which was put into different categories, so you know which section are which and how to read it, reading in its context. And this NLT version is more evangelical, whereas ESV is more for the Reform, Calvinist theology. I like this translation because it's just sounding more poetic. I watched a video where the person was reading different versions, and this one just stands out. It's really beautiful to read. It's more thoughtful thought, but it's still well regarded. Whereas the likes of KJV and ESV and NASB, they are more direct word for word. And you've got information about the manuscript as well, a bit of archaeology, reliability for the Gospels, authorship, timeline for Jesus, and there will be the Old Testament fulfillment of Jesus laid out as well, summarized, and it's really useful, all in one. And I saw an archaeology Bible as well. That's pretty cool if you're into archaeology. I bought a couple of books from Titus Kennedy for evidence for Jesus and the Old Testament. I don't agree with his exact dating though. I think Michael Jones and Dr. Hofmeyr, James Hofmeyr, they've got plenty of evidence for that, but that's for another day. And we're towards the end, I believe, and that's the temple, second period. And we've got Acts, need to read up on that, story of Paul and the other apostles. And then you've got Paul's letters, the teachings, and notes for the context of his cultural and historical background, and how to apply to our lives, I guess. We'll just learn about what he's dealing with, why he's saying things back then. And we've got Revelation, which is you kind of need to know your Old Testament stuff. Otherwise, even if you do know, you'll be pretty lost. So good to have these kind of study Bibles to walk you through, and you can look at different versions so you know what different people are thinking. And here you've got Greek and Hebrew studies for the nerds, and also really helpful for understanding of what the authors are trying to say 2,000 years ago, rather than using our modern scientific mind. They have different knowledge and tech back then, so we have to read through their lenses. And that's the end of the walkthrough. Lots of biography as well. Really lovely Bible. And yeah, so really happy I got this, and it feels like reading a Bible when you hold it. Smells like one, and it's got so much information. The font are big as well. I couldn't tell if the notes and the verses are which one are from which is really good, because when you get older, you're gonna need bigger fonts. So this is already pretty big for me. Yeah, so I'll hopefully read through the whole thing and get back to you in 10 years, and we'll know what it's like. But hopefully it'll be really useful and worth the cost, and probably keep it for the rest of my life. And when I pass on, hopefully this will be useful for my children and grandchildren as well. Keep passing it on, and hopefully I'll be getting other Bibles as well and do a bit of comparison. And my daughter has an Action Bible as well, and she's got other kids books that I'll share. And we've got other like zombie science or discovery science. They've got comic books as well, and then stuff like evidence that demands a verdict, and even William Lane Craig's Search for Adam. So yeah, I'll just have a flip through for you. Hopefully it'll be exciting. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This new topic today. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless you. Thank you. Goodbye.